Hello and welcome to today's video, which is a declutter, specifically a lipstick declutter. I've been wanting to do this for a while now. I filmed it earlier this morning and I'm just gonna go ahead and give myself a little pat on the back because I did a really good job and I'm excited for you guys to see it. I did almost forget to make an intro though, so here we are. Only other point of business is to also say that it's been like 2 years since I've done a dedicated lipstick declutter since I was actually home in quarantine. So I've really needed to do this, but I will go ahead and I will leave that last declutter down below, as well as some whole collection of declutters that I've done since. I know I've done a speed declutter. So in case you want to watch more, I do hope you enjoy this video and let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so I did go through and clean this out the other day. I really just did some major dusting and a little bit of organizing, but I left my lips alone. In truth, there's a lot more that I need to declutter in these drawers, but I thought I would do it by section. That's what I've done in the past, just because these videos can be a little bit more time consuming, and I really want to go through everything and swatch it today. Please pardon any dust. I pretty much left this whole thing alone. I know it looks very cluttered, but I knew I would be going through it soon. But typically the way I have this organized is on the top, I do all of the liquid lipsticks as well as lip glosses. And then there's some treatments over here. And then on the bottom, these are more traditional bullet lipsticks. And then I also have some in here that are newer and I just haven't put into a home yet. I just wanted to show a before. That way, when we're done going through everything, I can also show the after. I just wanted to show, I did break everything down into categories just for ease while I'm filming this video. And from what I can tell already, there's many of these that just look gross, honestly. You can tell that they're separated. I'm gonna have to do a sniff test on a few of these. See the Fenty glosses right there. But I did want to mention, I know sometimes when I do declutters, I will let you guys know, like if I'm gonna do a giveaway, or sometimes I'll give things away to friends and family members. But aside from the ColourPop X Animal Crossing Just a Tints, those are unopened and I'm not going to declutter them, spoiler alert. But aside from those, all of these I've opened, and the things that I will be getting rid of for the most part are probably just because they've gotten pretty funky. So I'm just going to discard them. I will not be doing any kind of giving away of products. I know it seems wasteful, but this is the mess I've made from working at Ulta and just being a collector in general. Of course, I couldn't predict COVID, so many of these I haven't gotten to wear in the last couple of years, just with wearing a mask and then also being inside for so long, and they've just gone bad. I have been much better this year about purchasing products and just really analyzing what I can actually get through. So let's go ahead and get to decluttering. I literally have so many lights on this table right now trying to make this work. So I hope you guys can see everything okay. I know there's going to be some awkward shadows, but it is what it is. Also, because, you know, as per usual, whenever I start filming, mowing starts. So that's going on too. I'm going to try to get rid of some of it in editing, but you may be able to hear some of it. So my apologies. But as I mentioned, I am going to go ahead and keep all three of these. The ColourPop X Animal Crossing. This is the Just a Tint formula. I would keep these regardless just because they are a collector's item for me, but I could be better about reaching for these. Because I have these 6 though, that I already don't reach for very often, I am going to go ahead and declutter the 2 full sizes that I have. And I know I have had these both for at least 2 years. I have Give Me S'more as well as the Cherry Pickin'. Also from ColourPop, I have 2 of the lippy sticks. The first one is Cookie, which is not going anywhere. I reach for this all the time. Compared to the other formula, these are a bit more opaque. They do have some shine still, but they're not quite as shiny. Love Cookie. And then the other one I have is I Ain't Bad At Ya. And this one is Orangey and also Too Warm For Me. So that one's gonna go. Trying to be ruthless here. I'm already getting a mess on my desk. This one is from Bite and pretty similar to this guy. I bought this shade specifically because of Jay Kissa. Pretty sure it was her, but this one's called Orange Fizz. I think I got this on sale too. Just kind of smells like makeup, but I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter that one as well. I have these 3 from Tarte. These are the Maracuja Juicy Lips. I got this one first and it was part of a set with a creamy Tarte concealer, which has been my favorite concealer for a while now. But this is the Hibiscus shade. Just to show the formula, these are a little bit thicker, but I do really like these. Pretty opaque, but you can sheer it out, and very, very glossy. I think these are perfect for summertime. So I'll be keeping this and then also keeping the 2 full sizes. The other shades I have are Rose and Coconut. And the last thing I have, and I've had this forever, it's from Too Faced and it is a Peach Puff Diffuse Matte Lip Color. I used to love this and I wore it all the time. This one is called Peachin' to the Choir. I think this is discontinued, but yeah, that is pretty gross. It has like a spongy tip and then you twist it up. I don't even think there's much more product left in here, but this is what it looks like. That's going though. There is no way there's not a shit ton of bacteria on there. I wish I had a microscope right now, but yeah, this one's going. I'm keeping all 3 of these. These are from the brand called Live Tinted. Oh, I do not like that sound. But I got these in gratis from work, and I have 3 of these. Found, Perk, as well as Origin, I think that's called. But these are like a tinted lip balm, but you can also use them on, I guess I should say like a tinted crayon. They are for eyes, lips, and cheeks. I haven't worn these 2 shades, the reddy shades, but I have worn this peachy one. And I did that on my eyes one time and it was really pretty. We'll see, maybe I'll try them out on the lips too, see what I think of them. Lip balms and treatments, if you know me, these aren't going anywhere. These are the GlossierBalm.com. This is my favorite lip product. Lip treatment, I should say. It's one of the only lip balms that I feel like actually stays on the lips throughout wear and just like with eating and drinking. I always have this around. I do have another one somewhere, maybe in my bag. I should say too, I have a couple lip products and treatments in my bathroom that I'm using more at night. One of them is from Lanolips. It's a peach version. And then I also have a lip mask as well. So those I'm obviously keeping, and these aren't going anywhere either, but I will swatch them. The mango doesn't really have too much of a tint, but the wild fig and cookie butter do. I will say I don't wear wild fig as much because it has a pretty obvious tint. And speaking of those bathroom products, I do also have some lip products in my purse. Again, not going anywhere. Looks way more sheer on my hand than it does on my lips. And then cookie butter, which, yes, it smells incredible. The second I bought this, because it was limited edition, I don't know if they still have it. I bought a second one. I already have a backup of this. And then I think they just came out with a lavender. I'd like to get that eventually too. And that is cookie butter. It's like a nice nude color. I promise I will clear off my hand eventually. I'm just trying to use as little amount of makeup wipes as I need to. Also not going anywhere. I think I've had this less than a year. This is called Villa from Glossier, and it's one of their Ultra Lip formulas. This is just something easy to throw on, and I do from time to time if I'm just running out of the house. Similar thing from e.l.f. This is the Hydrating Core Lip Shine. I definitely bought this because of the heart. Look how cute that is. This one isn't as moisturizing, but I do still like it. And this is the shade Happy. I think I'm actually going to throw this maybe in my work bag so that I reach for it more because I kind of always forget about this one. And then the Ride or Die Lip Balm in Tough Cookie. Same thing, I just kind of forget about this. Put it to the wayside with having the Glossier. Pretty thick. I thought it smelled exactly like the Glossier one, and then I just realized that I was just smelling the Glossier one on my hand. This one doesn't really have a scent to it. And then these 2 are sheer. This one's from Tarte. It's actually the Tarte Sugar Rush collection. But this is called Best Bud Lip Butter Balm. These smell so good. This smells like a Kit Kat taste. Specifically a Kit Kat, not just chocolate. But yeah, I'm getting down to the wire there. I should actually probably put this into my bathroom and use this one as my nighttime balm to use it up. I have so many, I wouldn't be able to justify repurchasing this, but I do really like this. And then this I think was gratis. Yeah, the green dot. It's a little dusty, but I do like this as well. It has that signature peach scent. You can see I've dug into there a few times. Even though I like this though, I am going to declutter it just because I have so many other things and this would probably go bad before I could actually use it up. I guess I have a thing for lip balms or letting go of lip balms because this is all I'll be decluttering from that section. Lip plumpers next, and they're going all over the place. I will say I'm probably going to keep most of these. I've really just gotten into lip plumpers the last year or so. I'd say like last year and a half or so. So most of these are pretty new-ish. Out of all of these, my favorite is the Buxom Plump Shot, and this one is clear. I will say I don't actually think it plumps very much, but it makes my lips so soft and it's actually very moisturizing. Also, this one too is from Nabla. It's the Viper Lip Plumper. I've talked about this before. Usually I'll put this on before I actually start my makeup because it is a little tacky. And then I'll take it off right before I do my lips. That way I get that plumping kind of effect. I don't know. I feel like it does something. So I'm going to keep both of those. And then these two, these were part of a set. I think there was 4. I have the watermelon one in my top drawer. And then I also gave one away to a friend. I love this formula. I really haven't reached for these two very much because they're sparkly, but the other ones I have are sheer. I also have the chocolate one in my work bag and I'm almost through that one. I'm going to keep these though and play around with them, especially the hot pink one I think is kind of fun. These two I bought in the last year or so. I have the full-on Buxom lip polish, and this one's called Serena. I bought this during a 21 Days of Beauty. I remember it took me forever to figure out which shade I wanted. And then this one is from Too Faced, and it is the Bee Sting. It's part of their honey collection or their teddy bear collection. It tastes like honey either way, but I really like this one too. So keeping both of those. And then these are just little sample sizes. I think at least this one was gratis from work. This is the original Too Faced lip injection. So I'll keep this one. And then this one, I realized the other day when I was going through my collection, I had not reached for it before. I think I just threw it on while I was cleaning. But one is from Grande Lips, and I don't think I have the name on here anymore. Yeah, it's not on here, but I'll play around with using this one too. All right, moving in to liquid lipsticks. I grabbed these first because one of these piles or one of these hands, they're all going. And then the other one, they're all staying. I just kind of told you which ones with my hand motions. All the Fenties are going. They're old. They are really gross. Can't tell as much because they've been on their side, but when they were standing up, they were on like a top shelf for me. I actually had them above my vanity on a little shelf. They were completely separated. I had 2 other shades that I have also decluttered previously. When these go bad though, I'm not going to smell them because I already know what they smell like. They get really fishy. Definitely not keeping. I haven't used them in forever. I was just saving them for this declutter video to show them. Kind of sad too because Fenty is in the gray area when it comes to cruelty free, and I love that lip formula. So we'll see what happens with that. But for these, the Shine Louds from NYX, I really enjoy this formula. I haven't reached for it in a while though. As you can see, I jumped the gun and I had purchased 4 of these. I thought I was going to do some kind of swatch video for them. And I don't know how people did because these are so hard to get off, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. On one end, you have the liquid lipstick formula, and then on the other end, there's like a shiny, clear top coat. You have to put this on over top of the liquid lipstick or it feels very tacky and odd on the lips. This kind of smooths everything out. But once it's on, it does not move anywhere. I'm talking like you have to use like a makeup eraser and then some cleansing oil or a cleansing balm a couple times. And that is with like pretty hard scrubbing. So I don't know how anyone did swatch videos of these because my whole entire face would be red. That being said, I'm still keeping them because I do like this formula. And I have a good variety here. I think I have a shade for every time that I need to have a really long lasting lip. All right, next 2 brands that I have the most from as far as liquid lipsticks are concerned are both Stylo as well as KBD, Bow and Arrow, Lolita. I have a lot of versions of Lolita. I also have the lip liner. I have like a gloss type thing. I really like that color. I have Double Dare, Hawkwind. Those 4 I'm going to keep. This black one is old. I remember which Halloween I purchased this for specifically, and it has been a few years. So it is going. I already did a smell test on it too, and yeah, it's not very fresh. And then for Stylo, I have 2 of these, same shade. These are both patina. This is my favorite shade. One, I'd say like probably in my top top 3 ever of a liquid lipstick. I love this shade. I always have it. And I've worn this with every hair color that I've had too. So yes, definitely keeping, and I like having the mini, that way I can throw it in a clutch or a small bag if I'm going somewhere. Don't want to carry around the full size. I have Friends, Fiery, Aria. These 2 are staying because they're fairly new, but let's see what Aria smells like. It's still pretty fresh smelling. Good deep magenta. Keeping Selena and Carmelo. Selena is also fairly new, but Carmelo, I think, looks a little too light on me. It kind of washes me out. And I've had that one for a while too. So this one will go. And then I have Perla as well as a shimmering patina. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of both of these. I don't like the shimmering formula as much. And then Perla for the same reason. I think it's too light for me, and then also too cool toned for me. All right, not too many liquid lipsticks left. I have these 2 from Lawless, Jouer, and then Smashbox as well. I love this formula, and I think Sephora just stopped carrying it, or them in general. I just remember looking it up and they didn't have it anymore. George is probably one of my top. It's also my husband's name. So yes, that's why I bought it originally, but I love this color. Can truly wear it anytime, anywhere. And then Leo is a little bit more peachy, but I also really like this one. I don't wear that one as much, but I do still wear it. And then from Jouer, I also love this formula, and I wouldn't mind scoping out a couple more of these, but this is Patel de Rose, and I wore this on my wedding day. So yes, not going anywhere. I haven't worn it in a long time because it is this year, it'll be 5 years old. Our anniversary is in November, but yes, I won't be wearing it, but because I am sentimental, I will be keeping it. And these smell so good. They smell exactly like, if you're a millennial, you may remember these, but they smell exactly like the Lip Smackers, specifically the vanilla frosting one. So good. Doesn't really smell like that anymore. I get a little hint of vanilla. It doesn't smell like gross or anything, but it does not smell as good, that's for sure. Oh, it's so dried out. It's so pretty though. I will be keeping that. And then from Smashbox, this is probably very dried out. This shade I always used to wear too. This one's called Spoiler Alert. Oh, it's so dry. This formula from Smashbox I do like, but they are very, very drying. My favorite thing about them is this wand. The doe foot is pointed, so if you're like me and you like to do a little Cupid's bow, it is perfect for that. But yeah, this one's gotta go. And then I also pulled these over because I'm not getting rid of any of these. These are from Lunar Beauty. 3 of these are glosses, and then one of them is a liquid lipstick. This one's called Zaya. But I keep all 3 of these together, so I wanted to just go through it now. But that is Zaya. Not so much for summer for me, but I will reach for that more in the fall. And then I'm keeping the 3 lip glosses as well. I just realized at some point I kicked one of the several lights that I have on out of the socket. So I have it back on now. The next stuff is all like random. I think there's some stragglers for liquid lipstick and then like hybrid kind of products. Whatever this is, it is very separated. This is from Zoeva. It was gratis. I haven't reached for this in a while, so this can go. Mended. This I've only reached for, I think maybe once. It's called Peachy Keen, and it's also a liquid lipstick. Let's swatch that. Ooh, keeping that. From Aveda, I have a color balm, and this is called Desert Blossom. Ooh, but that also I think is maybe a little bit too cool tone for me. Yeah, no, I'm not keeping this. I have my mirror right here, and I don't like the way that looks. So that can go. I also think I bought that like maybe 2 years ago. And then these 2 I really like. This is from Lolita. It's Lolita. It's from KVD. It's the Lolita Vinyl Lip Cream. I enjoy this formula, so this can stay. And then this one is from Nabla. It is called Eve, and it's a liquid lipstick. But this is like a hybrid. It's a liquid lipstick, but also it's very glossy. Also just love the packaging of this one. As long as it's still, yeah, it still smells fine. That's staying. Let me just swatch this Zoeva one just to make sure. That is pretty. I don't see myself wearing that though with how orangey it is. I think it will just kind of clash. Going, staying. All right, getting into glosses, and I'm going to be very ruthless here. Reason being, as much as I love lip gloss, I do still wear a mask at work. And while I can get away with wearing some liquid lipstick and some tinted lip balm without it transferring, depending on the formula, but lip gloss, not so much. It just moves around too much, and there's only so much I can use. And I definitely have my favorites. So, as I mentioned, Fenty is in the gray area, and I don't really reach for them very often. I try not to reach for brands that aren't confirmed cruelty-free, especially when I'm filming, which leaves these to like a very limited time that I can use them. I purchased these as a set, and I actually still have the box. It's where my lip liners live. I think I might declutter all of these. And I know that's shocking. People really love this formula, but without being able to use it, and with them being pretty old, like you can see how separated these are over here. They just kind of look, I don't know if you could tell, they just look really funky in there. This is the one that I reach for the most though, the Fenty Glow. This one, is this Fussy? Yeah, I liked Fussy a lot too. I think they gotta go though. It makes me sad, but I just know I really won't be able to wear them very often, and they're just gonna sit and take up space, so. While I'm here too, this from e.l.f., I made the mistake at some point and dipped that back into here. I've been wanting to repurchase the Essence one though, so I think I'm going to just go ahead and do that, and I'm going to get rid of this one. Also separated, this one's called Fantasy. And I bought both of these when I did my dedicated e.l.f. video, which was at least 2 years ago, so don't need. And then from Marc Jacobs, also these are pretty old. This one I bought because of the name. It's Changes. I'm a massive David Bowie fan, so that's why I purchased this one. It's really cool looking. It has this iridescent rainbow kind of thing going on, but this is old. I still might keep it though because of the name. Don't judge me. I remember I was going to buy more of those too. They also have a Boys Don't Cry that I think is purple. I almost bought when they went on sale, but I did not, which is a good thing. But yeah, maybe I'll declutter that eventually, but I'm not ready to let go of it yet. This one though, I will. This is Sugar Sugar. And I remember this being nude, and it looks like yellow. Looks like a banana yellow now, so definitely going. I am fighting the lighting here. I thought it was going to be sunnier today. I thought I'd have some more natural lighting, but it is what it is. Hopefully next time I can get some better lighting going on. But for the next set of glosses, I have some of the NYX Butter Glosses. I have Fortune Cookie, Madeline, as well as Bit of Honey. All of these are staying. I really like these. Let me just pull what I know is staying. Both of these from Kosas. I got these within the last year, Unhooked as well as Malibu. That's what both of those look like. These two, both from, no, actually just this one is from ColourPop, the Raw Beauty Christie X ColourPop lip gloss, and this is called Glacier. Definitely keeping that. And then this from Ulta, which I just found the other day. I bought this when they had the Harry Potter collection, and it has Hedwig on it. And I think that's the title of it too. Yep, it's called Hedwig. Not even opened yet. Definitely keeping that one. Tower 28 I'll be keeping. This is the cashew milk. Really great formula as well. That one right there. I wouldn't mind actually getting another one of these. This can go. This is from Dose of Colors, and it's the Most. Pretty sure this was a collab. I bought this probably when I started my channel or right before it, so that was 4 years ago. It's going. Same thing with this. I never wear this, and I think I got this from work. It's called Pink Slip. It's like a kind of a blue shift to it. Wait, do I like this? I kind of like this. No, I'm keeping this. I think I got a blue one also from work, and that was gratis. And I think I decluttered that in the past, but I like this Pink Slip one. I'll keep that one for now. We'll see if I reach for it. I bought this not too long ago, within the last year, and it is Cherry Skimmed. This is a milky gloss. Ultra Glossy Glass Lip from ColourPop. That can go. I don't remember the last time I reached for that. All three of these are from Milani, and I like all of these. These two are the newer one that I purchased. This is the Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper. I have Luminoso as well as Prismatic Peach. I purchased both of these last year. They do plump a little bit, but I think it's more of an optical illusion. They're more of a gloss to me than a plumper. They don't have like that plumping feel to them. Either way, I do like both of these. This one I do like too. I think I bought this because of the name, She's All That. A little 90s nostalgia. Pretty shade. that middle one right there. I'm going to go ahead and declutter it though, just because I can't remember when I purchased this. I know I was working at Ulta, but I think it's over 2 years old. And I don't think I would miss this one if I decluttered it. And then from Lime Crime, Wet Cherry Gloss, and this is Bitter Cherry. I've had this for a while too. It's also started to separate. It's a very large doe foot. Yeah, it smells a little bit off. I can smell the cherry, but it doesn't smell the same as it did when I purchased it. So this one can go. All right, bullet lipsticks. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna kind of go through and be a little ruthless for a moment, because the less time I have to think about it, the better. I have these four from Aveda. You've been watching for a while. I've been at Ulta for going on 3 years now. I think it is 3 years in May or June. But prior to that, I worked for Aveda, and I was there for 9 years. They changed their lipstick formula, I think like a year before I left. I had like every lipstick they made in that old formula. I think I had like 15 or 20 of them. I had so many. They've been gone for a long time now. But I did purchase 4 in the new formula, and I'm only going to keep 1 of them. The 3 I'm going to get rid of, I have Sweet Pitaya, Sugar Apple, as well as Blush Plum. They're just old, and that's why I'm getting rid of them. Kana, however, the only reason I'm keeping this, and I will say it's not the same as the original Kana, but Kana for a while was like my signature lipstick, especially when I had red hair. If I can find a picture, maybe I'll put a picture here. But the original Kana was a little bit more orange, and it was what I wore like every single day. I was obsessed with it. I also had the matching lip liner, which has been gone for a while. This one is a little bit more cool toned, and it is a little bit more red, sadly. I wish it was exactly the same, but I'm keeping this just for nostalgia purposes. These 2 from NYX, these are the Lingerie Push-Ups Long-Lasting Lipstick. I love this formula too, and they're not super old. I think I got them maybe like 6 months ago. This one is just the Push-Up shade, which is a nude. Definitely want more of these too. And this one is called Embellishment, and that's like a mauve-y kind of color. They're very pretty. And these also have a sharpener inside of them too, so that the point stays sharp. I love little features like that. I love both of these from Juvia's Place. I also really like this formula. Me as well as Toffee. Me especially is the one that I reach for more often. I like the triangle bullet on these too. And then Toffee, both very pretty. And then from Flower Beauty, these are pretty old. Again, I think I did a dedicated video for Flower, and that was when I first started my channel. So like these are probably at least 3 years old. Cinnamon Crush as well as Spice Petal. I do really like this formula, and I like both of these, and I still reach for them sometimes, but I know they're probably not like the best. That one even has that little hair on it. These still smell okay. Let's see, the cinnamon one. I mean, they still look okay, but it is dragging a little bit. See, I think I'm trying to justify. I'm gonna go ahead and declutter these. So these 5 are going. Both of these from KVD. I have Ludwig as well as Double Dare. Ludwig I've had for a long time, but I want to say I think I repurchased it when it was on sale. Actually, I know for sure because the older one I had was in a project pan. Keeping both of these. From Milk, I have Skills. I think I bought that too because of J Kissa. Oh, I forgot about that. This is magnetic, which is cool. And then Deuces. I want to say I got this one through FabFitFun maybe. I'm going to keep both of those. Skills though, I know is getting older, so if I don't find myself using that more, it's going to go in the next round of declutters. I got this one through FabFitFun. It was a bundle for Kosas, and I purchased that before I did my dedicated Kosas video last year. And I don't think I ended up using this, but look, it came broken. I mean, there's usually a reason things are on the FabFitFun sale page. Sometimes it's, you know, a fault in the product, or maybe it's a little bit older. I don't see myself reaching for this though, but it might be nice to keep a red lip around. I'm going to keep it for now. Oh, also magnetic. I love when they do that. 2 from ColourPop, Spring Roll, and Appy. I like and reach for both of these. Old Rose from Melt, which I think I bought on sale. I know they've changed their formula since then. I still like that shade though, so I'm going to keep it. And then 2 from e.l.f., and I like both of these too. Nectar as well as Cream, falling out of its little package. Nectar. Trying to get some light in there. And then cream. I'll keep both of these for now. All right, I got my last little grouping. I bought all 3 of these this year, definitely staying. This one is technically a lip oil, so I'm gonna have to move it to the top. But this is Marrakesh. Let me swatch them first and I'll get them in better lighting. And then the Lipsticks Baby. Love this packaging too. And then Millennial. And you can see they're kind of sheer. They don't build up too much. Definitely keeping those, and I would like more. 3 from Urban Decay. I have Ravenwood 1993, which is one of my favorites. And then I also have Stark Naked, and I reach for both of these all the times when I want to do a nude, especially 1993. That whole family, also the lip liner, are in like my tops of all of my lip products. Maybe I'll do like a favorite lip or favorite lip combo video. If you guys want to see something like that, let me know. But keeping those 3. And then from Fenty, and I only have this because I love the shade on me, and I'd like to eventually find a dupe. I haven't worn this in a while, but this is called Ya Dig, and it is a blue lipstick. I specifically remember wearing this a lot around the time of my 30th birthday, and I will be 34 this year, so this is old, but I am just obsessed with this shade. More specifically, I had never used, I say like a non-traditional lipstick color that looked so good on me. It just does something for my coloring. I really enjoy it. I wouldn't put it on my lips now though, just because it is so old, but I am keeping it for duping purposes. So if you know of anything like this, do let me know. I had something like it from ColourPop at one point, but it wasn't exactly the same, and it was a liquid lipstick. This is within the last year, actually within the last 6 months. This is Petal from Milani. I have another one of these too. Ulta did a thing where they lost my package, so they resent me a new one, and then I got a delivery of the first shipment like maybe a month later, so it got very lost. That's what that looks like, and that is Petal. I have Baby Bite from CoverGirl. This is old though. Doesn't smell too bad. It just smells like makeup. I don't think I need this though. I knew this would happen though with my bullet lipsticks. Like I feel like I obviously have a good amount, but it's not overwhelming to me the same way that the lip glosses are. I just have so many of them. Same thing with liquid lipsticks. So I knew I wouldn't want to get rid of as many of these. But anyway, these are from Charlotte Tilbury. This is just a mini sample size I had at some point. And this is of Pillow Talk. Forgot I even had this. It's old though, because I mean, I forgot about that. So that can go. Maybe I'll get the full size of that one eventually, because I do like the Pillow Talk line. I thought about purchasing that before. A coworker wore it and I really liked the way it looked on her. And then this is a lipstick. Again, this one's like, it's not super old, but it's a couple years old. And unfortunately, I purchased this in the shade JK Magic. That was before she put her whole ass out on Twitter, or at least that I knew about. But I haven't worn this in a while, but I do like this shade. I'm going to keep it for now, see if I can get some more use out of it. And then from Nabla, this one's called Lust, and I'd say this one's maybe a year old. You can see I like all of the same shades. It is a little dry just upon swatching, and it is very orange. I don't see myself reaching for that. Because it's not too old though, I do want to keep it just to see if I can, maybe in the fall time I'll use it more. So yeah, from that, I'm just getting rid of these. Look at all of that going. I am so proud of myself. I think that was a very successful declutter. Let me show you all what my spinny guys look like now. And here is everything cleared out. I went through and organized them as I was filming. So much more space now. I have a whole section here, and then a little bit of gap in here as well. I may move things around eventually, but for now I am very satisfied. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on anything I decluttered today. And then also too, let me know what you want to see me do next. Pretty much every category of my makeup collection could stand a good declutter, especially my complexion products. I haven't worn foundation pretty much at all this year. I tend to stick more with a tinted moisturizer. than a full-on foundation, and I know several of them are probably pretty close to going bad. And then also my palettes. I've very much been into cream eyeshadow for a long time now, and I very rarely reach for my palettes. And so many of them I just hold on to for nostalgia and then just in case kind of things, but I know I could stand to go through those. So let me know what you want to see. If you would like to see me and more of my remarks, please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you would like to follow me on other forms of social media, I am Kayla Remarks on TikTok, Twitter, as well as Instagram. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon.